How are you? Monday, the 7th of December. The 7th already. Yeah, can't believe that. Time has gone really quickly. So yes, morning. I hope you're going to have a good week. I'm pleased that you've come to join me today. My Vlogmas part 2 went up last night, so I hope that you enjoy that, the reveal of the trees. I remember when I was watching it back during the editing process that I was telling you about a story about the decorations on my tree. I got way late. I think it was just my pure excitement. A lot of the decorations on the tree have a London theme, and I'd mentioned that my daughter and I go to the Knit and Stitch show in London. It's in about October. We don't go every year. I don't know why I said that, but we've been, I think, 3 times, or it might have been 4 times. And the very first time we went, we had, I think, a day where we did a bit of shopping. We had an afternoon, and we went to Liberty's in London, which is a really famous sort of department store and sells the most beautiful things. And it's an old Tudor building, so it's over 500 years. Absolutely beautiful store. And we went into the lift. It's very of its time. There is a lift, but it's very small, and you have to go in certain lifts to go to certain floors. But we didn't realise that. We went in a lift, opened the doors, and bearing in mind this is the middle of October, the doors opened to reveal the Christmas department. I was like, oh my word, I was in 7th heaven. And a gentleman approached me and he said, "Oh, madam, would you like a basket?" I was so disappointed because I knew that I couldn't fit anything in my case, or I certainly couldn't fit Christmas baubles if they would smash having to go home on the train. And I explained to him, I said, we're here visiting. I said, I don't think I could take anything, anything in a basket because I wouldn't have room in my suitcase, they'd smash. He looked at me and he said to me, he said, "Oh, madam," he said, "we do carry to a post." I said, "Oh, thank you, I'll have a basket." That's when I bought some decorations. And that was quite funny. My daughter and I, we always laugh at that, and make a point of when we do go down is that we buy 2 or 3 baubles and put them on the tree. So that's that. I hope you had a good weekend. I had a nice weekend, fairly relaxed. Did some crafty things. Oh yeah, I've got my socks to show you. I'll show you those in a minute. And I'm going to open my advents and share those with you. So I've got my mistletoe kisses from the lovely Ellie from Craft House Magic. I don't think I'm firing on all cylinders. We were up late last night because I was trying to upload the video and get that up. So that's done. Oh, look at this! She's so clever with her dyeing. Isn't that beautiful? That's like a sort of a minty green. That's lovely. Really lovely. So looking forward to having a look at the pattern. Make something with this, and this is Sherborne Crafts, and I really love these little boxes. I've already decided that I'm going to be doing a swap next year, probably for my daughter. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? That is really lovely. And that's what that's called. Can you see that? Is that focusing? Yes, that's better, isn't it? She says. And then Mr. and Mrs. Rabbit, and I think it's Liberty Love, or perhaps I'm just calling it Liberty Love. Liberty. So I need to just look that up and check that for you. This is a really good way to support indie dyers. So I definitely want to join in a swap next year. But I think this is a really nice way to you know, support your favourite indie dyes, or try somebody new. It is called Liberty Love, and this is called Michelle. That's beautiful, isn't it? Really lovely. And then that's the Liberty Square to go with it. I've got a nice little collection of these now. As I said, I think I've mentioned this before, I don't know why it's 12 days, because there's 2 things, or seems to be 2 things for every day, which is really lovely. Checking there wasn't anything else there. There was a stitch marker the other day and I hadn't noticed. A look at that, party sparklers. So it's just us 2 Christmas days. Perhaps I'll put these on the pudding. Oh. Right, I just want to show you my socks. That was one of the other reasons that we were up late last night. So I'll explain that to you. Right, my husband's just gone out, which is so unusual for me to be in the house like on my own now. I was going to show you the socks, wasn't I? Right, you ready? These are my Advent socks. I'll just make sure that I don't lose any needles. Right, you ready? You on to show you. Look at those. Look at those. Aren't those colours beautiful? Really, really lovely. How sparkly. So I'm about to, that's my leg. So I'll be starting on the heel. I think I'm just doing a vanilla pair, which I don't need to do anything else, because you can just enjoy all of this. So this is from Dragon Hill Studios, and this was a cake that I'd started. Yeah. So, and that's the red. So I might actually cast on the cuff for the second pair, knit those, and then I know that I can knit my heel. I think when you start off with the socks, I find you've got my DPNs and all sort of fingers and thumbs, talk about the second row. And I always try and cast that second cuff on so that I know that I can just pick it, once that's knitted, I can pick it up. I'm just on the leg, which is dead easy. I'm just looking for the label. And this bag's really lovely, really lovely. Right, so that's her label. Put my finger out of the way. So it's Dragon Hill Studios, and it's Sherborne Gold colourway. It's Twinkly Lights, and that's the little one. Well, that's, yeah, mini cake. So I am thoroughly enjoying that. Right, so I'm going to love and leave you. Monday's my day for doing my major housework. So I think I've reached a point where I don't want to do it, because I like, obviously, a clean house and well, fairly tidy house. I'm not very good at putting things away. I have to think about it. I don't necessarily put them away straight away. So I'm going to go and do that. I've done my dusting, and we've got some beams in the house. I think I've got all the spiders in the world. You dust 1 week, and I dust every week, like all of this. I do all this stuff, you know, every other day. But you think they're all in my house. Right, so I'll speak to you later. Okay, bye. Hi, I'm back again. Don't worry, I'm not going to show you them washing up. I am washing up, but that's not the reason I'm come on to speak to you. I just checked the video camera, and it hasn't recorded what I was hoping to show you. I've ordered some new mugs for Christmas, just for my husband and myself. Got that one. Thought it was quite cute. Just for us to have our over tea in the evening. Like that one. So, I should have checked really that it recorded before I put them in the sink to, all the labels are coming off there, to wash up. So, I have my ginger spice latte out of there. This was the one that I was hoping that would arrive before I started Vlogmas. I thought it would. Can you see that? Yeah. Hopefully. Glowing with gratitude. Glowing with gratitude. So that's what I feel that I am. I am today. Glowing with gratitude. I'm glowing with the power of. You know, let's rephrase that. I am glowing with gratitude today. Glowing. Here in the UK, we have a vaccine, but first, I suppose, of many, is rolling out today and tomorrow, and being given to the people that are in the first sector of. I don't know what you would call it. This like first sector, like the first criteria of people that need to have it. So health workers, and I think it's health workers and people in care homes. So that's great. So I'm grateful for that, and I really give thanks that we've got to this stage, and hopefully it's a step in the right direction for us to get back to some kind of normality, really. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share with you. And I just, why is it when you want the labels to come off, they don't? I noticed on my glasses the other week. That must have, can't do that with rubber gloves on. I noticed the glasses that I got out for my herbal teas, my Christmassy ones. Yeah, pound shop glasses. Some of them have still got the labels stuck on. And they were difficult to get off. Right, I'm going to do this housework now because it's a tip. Right, speak to you later. I'll share my plants with you. Happy plant. I've had that about a month, my rubber plant. Needs a bit of a dust. I don't know what this is called. I've had this about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. That looks quite healthy, quite happy. This one doesn't look very happy, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what to do. I'm going to some baby bio this morning. Don't know if it doesn't like it there. And this one, this is a succulent. I don't know what this is called. Alfie bought me this about 4 years ago, and it was a tiny little plant. So I've managed to grow that. But yeah, that's quite happy. Here's my geranium, still doing well. So I'm really proud of that. I do think I'm going to move it and put it in the snug, which is a warmer, well, a bit of a sunnier room in the winter maybe. But it needs repotting, so I'm quite successful with that. This was my pride and joy. I've had that 2 weeks and looks like it's dying. But it's supposed to be beads on a string. So I don't quite know what I've done. This is quite expensive. I don't know whether to cut some of these off, like the dead pieces, and sort of just hope that it's going to come back to life. If anybody got one, please tell me what to do. I've moved it because it was up here on the curtain rail. It was fine, and then we turned it round because I wanted it to get some light, and it seems once I turned it, it didn't like it. So I don't know. So yeah, that's a bit sorry for itself. I've got my basil on my kitchen window. I have to give that a bit of a water every morning. Don't know how to keep those without them dying. The the herbs you get from the supermarket. And then I have that green variegated plant. I've just moved that since we put the Christmas decorations up, but that seems to be quite happy there, so that's a good spot. Then we have the is it called a sickleman? That doesn't seem to be too bad there. And another succulent, which that seems to be quite happy, though I don't quite know what's going to happen with a couple of ends that seem to have, I don't quite know what they're doing. I don't know whether it might be flowering actually. So yeah, that seems to be a good place on the island. And this palm here, that's what my husband chose. We got that at the same time as we got the beads on a string, so that's happy. Stuck my star in there. So I'm successful with that. Right, and here we have this really lovely plant. I just picked this up, I think, was it from Aldi or Tesco's? It was on the window. I'm in the snug now. It was on the window over there, but I brought it over and it seems really, really happy here. I don't know what that's called either. And then I have this one here. The little hearts. This one I ordered through the post, so this came, was it just after I did my last podcast, so probably about 2-3 weeks ago. So that one seems quite happy there. Let's show you what else I've got. Right, okay, got my poinsettia, so that's fine. That's, my daughter bought me that one, which is lovely. This is the one that I got from Aldi last week, but it's a bit wonky. The stem's not broken. I don't know whether it got pushed over, so I might have to sort that out. And then she bought me this one. I don't quite like this big window here. And then this is the one that I'm boasting about. This is my poinsettia that I've just managed to keep from last year, bizarrely enough. So I've got quite a few leaves on there, so hopefully I'm going to get a few more over Christmas. And now I'll take you to sick bay. Right, are you ready for this? This is the sick bay. This has been here for 10 days. It just seems to be a bit brighter actually, so I'm going to just give it a bit of a snip, but I don't know what that is on there. This, I think I just forgot to water it, so I'm just going to tidy this up and give it a bit of baby bio, but yeah, I don't know what that is. This, well, this looks like it's really sorry for itself, but I'm just going to give it a good trim. It was on the kitchen table. Give it a good trim and we'll see how that lasts, whether, I mean, it's in casualty at the moment, but whether we can put it maybe in intensive care. This one here, the same has happened. These are like little indoor roses. So, well, I thought they were indoor roses, so I'm going to trim that down and see how that one goes. That needs a water. And then here, which was just a really lovely fern. This does actually look a bit better than what it did. It kind of all dried. So I don't know whether perhaps I overwatered it. So I'm going to sort of tidy this up, and then I'll let you see what this looks like. Right, they all look a bit better. Well, that looks a bit dead, but I've cut that right back, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, give that a cut. But I can see there is actually a new shoot there. That's had a little bit of a tidy up, and there are some new shoots on here since it's been put outside, put here, so that's a lot happier. And this one here, I've sort of tried to get some of the dead stuff off, but that looks so much better. So they've been fed with baby bio. So my question to you, you guys that are watching me, is how do you water plants? I always water them straight on, like the top. Is that the right thing to do, or should I take them to the sink, sort of fill the sink up, put them in or fill them, water the plants, and put them in the sink to drain, and then sort of pour them out? And how often do I water them, and how often do I feed them? So that's your question for today. And hopefully, I'll show you again at the last Vlogmas and see what progress they've made. Morning. It's Tuesday the 8th of December. It's about 7:10 in the morning. It's dark out. I'm just sitting here quietly. I've got my morning cup of tea. I'm funny enough in my new mug, glowing with gratitude, and I've got my lovely herbal tea in there from my advent calendar. And it's an organic oolong, lemon, raspberry and calendula. That's what it is. I can't pronounce it. So that's really nice. I was just sitting there quietly. I was just reading my book, doing my reflections, and it's about negative energy this morning, and not picking the negative energy up with others, which sometimes is easier said than done. So I'm grateful today, grateful for positive energy. I feel very positive today, and I think we've all suffered over the last few months with different sort of mood swings, and certainly taking different energy off of people that we're with or people that we meet. A lot of negative energy at times as well. So I am definitely grateful for positive energy today. And I must admit, I feel quite giddy. I am going to see my daughter and having a wash and blow dry today in the hairdressers. So it's more to just be in the same room with her and have a chat. So I'm going to do that, and then the nail bar, the beauty salon that I go to, they've been allowed to open, so they're in tier 2. So I'm going. I've got my nails booked, and so I'm having a manicure and pedicure today, and I really haven't had one for so long. So I'm looking forward to the thought of being pampered, plus to be able to give some business to this poor girl. She's been shut for another four weeks, so that will be nice. I'm just sitting here quietly, catching up on some Vlogmas. I'm just watching Angela from Knitting on the Farm, and I have a little book that I kind of keep for any podcast I watch, just in case they show something I might be interested in, like a particular pattern or a yarn or something like that. Not that I buy the patterns of the yarns that everybody sort of recommends or is working on, but sometimes it's nice, if you fancy just something different. And I'm just going to start on the cuff of my second sock. I think I showed you this yesterday. Of the heel of the sock I was working on. I'm down to the heel turn. I need to take something with me today, so I thought I'll just cast on the rib, sorry, and then I can just sit there and knit. Seems so strange not to have any project that's sort of for car knitting or for waiting around. And that's all I wanted to come on and say, and just say good morning. And I'll talk to you later, and hopefully be a bit more glamorous. My hair will be done, my nails will be done, I'll have some makeup on. So I hope you have a really good day, and I'll catch up with you later. Morning, it's me again. I'm saying I'm not going to be back again till later on in the day. I also came on to share my advents with you. So this one is number 8. From Sherborne Crafts. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. I think there's something in there. Oh, wow, look at that. Can't get it in the bag. Oh, wow. That's a heart. Look at that colour. It's more turquoisey. than what it's showing on camera. And look at this beautiful yarn. And again, it's a more turquoisey colour. It's showing up quite blue on the camera. And that's lovely. Oh, it says turquoise, I can pronounce that one. I don't know what it is about being on camera, but you seem to sometimes just get tongue-tied and not be able to pronounce things. You think about it and think, oh my word, I can't say that. Right, this is from Ellie's Mistletoe Kisses. Oh, there's a little stitch marker on there. And there's a little heart on that one. Can you see it? Let me just see if I can pull that down. How funny is that? 2 hearts today. And that's more, it's more a grey blue. That is showing up quite blue. And then this is Mr. and Mrs. Rabbit's Liberty Love. This is Meadow. Oh, look at that. Isn't that lovely? That is really lovely. Mr. and Mrs. Rabbits. Beautiful, beautiful colourways. Oh, and it matches perfectly with the Liberty fabric. That is lovely. Really lovely. And there's another little parcel. Every day there's 2 parcels. I think really it could have been full advent. Oh wow. Got a little hoop. A chocolate. Oh, it's stuck on. Hope smiles from the threshold of the year to come, whispering it will be happier, and that's from Alfred Lord Tennyson. The attention to detail on this is just amazing. I haven't eaten any of these, and I thought I had another one over there. I wondered if my husband has popped in and just helped himself. And the reason I'm going out today is not just to get my hair done and my nails. It's the nails was booked a while ago. Is to take the Advent box over for the boys. So they've got hot chocolate today. So I'm hoping to come on and show you that. It's just trying to minimise like the times that I go out, and it's better to do it all in one go and then be home. So yeah, so that's why I'm giddy, because I've got a present to leave for the boys. Right, speak to you later. So I'll just show you what I'm putting in the boys' Advent box today. I normally get them a jumper or something to wear. So they're only from Tesco's, but I think they're really nice. This one's for Fred. So he's got a reindeer, so I think he'll really like that with his big nose. And then this one, which seems enormous, this is for Alfie. I just realised I bought 9 to 10, he's 8, but he can grow into it. And I think he'll quite like this. And it's got eat, sleep, game and repeat, so he's just getting into the PlayStation games. So this is their hot chocolate box, so I've put this together. We didn't buy them Christmas mugs. My husband chose these. Alfie's really into the Avengers, you know, the Marvel characters. So he likes Captain America, also it's got an A for Alfie. And Fred's heavily into Spider-Man and dinosaurs. And we've got Freddy Fox, so they've got a tin of cookies, little cookies each, which I used to get my kids these at Christmas. Got a little mug for my daughter. So I thought that was quite nice. It says I woke up like this, and it's got a pair of like eyelashes on. Everything's stuffed in here. And then she's got some chocolate stirrers. So I've got them some hot chocolate, They've got some ginger hot chocolate, and then we've got the boys a gingerbread man each. So they've got the marshmallows to go on them, and then they've got these like chocolate bombs. They've got marshmallows in them, and then my daughter's boyfriend, they've recently moved in together, which is lovely. So we've got him a J. He's got some stirrers, and then I've just had this made for my daughter. Well, made for a few presents, and I'll put the maker on my video. I don't know if you can see that quite clearly. Just a little tree decoration, just sort of to remember 2020. It's got a nice little verse on there, so I thought that would be quite nice. And then I've made her, this is what I was making the other day. So she's got a little face mask, a little Christmas one. So I've just sort of altered this slightly, and we'll just see how that is for her. And then I couldn't leave her out. She's got a little Christmas tree t-shirt as well, same as me. There were things that I think the last couple of days in the salon at Christmas, so I thought that might go down well. So yes, I'm very excited. I'm just going to finish wrapping and get those in the car and take them over today. I won't be able to see their faces, but at least I can drop them over and then hopefully watch them on Zoom and hear their squeals of delight. Speak to you later. Hello. I'll come on and speak to you. Well, I better speak to you. It's 3:20, so apologies for not coming on sooner today. We've been food shopping, so that's been exciting for us today. Come back, put everything away, and had a bit of lunch. I'm on a detox. Detox this week, so I'm supposed to have no carbohydrates. So there's no sandwich for lunch today. And my husband had we call it sort of a dirty treat, a fish finger sandwich on fresh white bread. So he had that, and I had the fish fingers on the side with a salad, which was a bit bizarre, but it was actually really nice. So I thought I'd come on, stay high. And I'm sorry if I was a bit giddy yesterday. I think I was just excited to be able to go out and see people, see my daughter, bless her, and take the things over for the boys, which she phoned me last night when she'd picked them up from school, an after school club, and she let them open everything. I was supposed to wait till today, just because I think she was busy, whereas today on a Wednesday she doesn't work, but she let them open them. Oh my word, the excitement in the boys opening the hot chocolate things. I just put everything in the box, nothing was wrapped apart from their jumpers, and they loved their jumpers, and they both fit, which is good. I've got because I haven't seen them, I haven't got any gauge as to how tall they are. It's only been since August, but it obviously seems like forever, but no, they're great, and they really love those. So then she sent me a picture this morning. Alfie's got Christmas jumper day, so that's why they had to have their jumpers yesterday. So so that was lovely, and got my nails done and my eyebrows and I had a pedicure, so that was lovely. And Tuesday's his bed day in the house, but I didn't do it, and at first I felt really guilty about not doing it, because I like to have set days. I do it and then I know it's done, but last few weeks it's been a pain, absolute pain to do it. I love getting in fresh bed, iron sheets and everything. It's pure luxury. But I've been putting it off. So yesterday I went out and didn't do it. I came back, had a cup of tea and did a bit of knitting. I thought it was too late to do it now, and it was nearly dinner time. Got this morning, so I'm doing it now, which is fine. So that's worked for me, just swapping the days around. A bit of monotony sometimes, not good for us, is it? So I thought, come on, show my advent calendars. So this is my Sherborne Crafts. Oh wow, look at this. Oh, that's beautiful. That is really, really lovely. Really lovely. Let me put my glasses on. Oh, I'll should have had them on the top of my head, shouldn't I? I can't iron with glasses on. Oh, aquamarine. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Right, that is a lot bluer. It's very green. Very green. Let me... Isn't that funny? Depending on what room you are, the light. It's like a... almost like a... yeah, more like an apple green. But that's lovely. Really nice. Right, and then I've got... my glasses on. Then I've got Ellie's Mistletoe Kisses. So I'm looking forward to yeah, using this and listing it in her shawl and having something special to keep. So that's grayer. It's definitely grayer. It's darker than what it is there, but that's beautiful, isn't it? Really lovely. Really lovely. And then Mr. and Mrs. Rabbits. So this is my 12-day one. So I've got 10, so 3 more days, 10, 11, 12 more. Let's get to the time of the day where I'm a bit tired. Oh, I can't think and speak at the same time. So how are you all today? Are you having a nice week? How's your Christmas preparations going? You done all your gift buying? Got everything wrapped? I haven't started. That's something I don't like doing. I hate wrapping. But I just need to sit down. Once I sit down and put a podcast on, I'm not so bad. So Mr. and Mrs. Rabbit, and this is Annabella B. And I think, yeah, that's probably quite true to the colour. That's lovely. Really nice. And another Liberty square. So that's lovely, and love Liberty. That's really nice, really nice. And then the second present of the day. I'm so kind and generous. I've really, really enjoyed having that little present. And this, I dropped it down the cabinet. So I had to pull the cabinet out without knocking the Christmas tree down. Cup of tea. Flower Power Infusion. Oh, I didn't realise they did those. That's lovely, isn't it? Flower Power. And then, I wonder what that is. Little bell. Got to hear me coming. Hear me coming. Oh, they're lovely. They're really lovely. Yeah, did me the world of good yesterday. It's not sticking to my hair. Not sticking to my normal routine, and yeah, just having a break and going to get my hair done. I just had to wash and blow dry and a bit of curls, so I've still got the curls in today. Yeah, and then going and having some pampering. The girl I go to, she's lovely. She really is, and that was lovely. And she's getting married. She told me. Well, she was supposed to get married in June, but because of the pandemic, she couldn't. So it's been postponed. I think she's going to get married in 2022 now. They're tied in, but she's getting married at the local registry office week on Saturday. So that's great excitement. Great excitement. Oh, and I got a present from my daughter. I used to have these. My mum used to have them, I think, when I was a girl. Newbery fruits. So they're lovely. So I normally stash those away, and then I scoff them all to myself between Christmas and New Year. Yeah, so that was a nice present. And then I thought I'd just share with you a book recommendation. I have just finished reading this, Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You know, when you read something and you don't want it to end. I've been sort of eking it out, but I finished it. Yeah, finished it last night, and it is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful book, and I'll definitely reread this. I'll read you the synopsis at the back. It says, for years, rumours of the Marsh Girl have haunted Berkeley Cove, a quiet town on the North Carolina coast. So in the late 1969, when handsome Chase Andrews is found dead, the locals immediately suspect Kaya Clark, the so-called Marsh Girl, but Kaya is not what they say. Sensitive and intelligent, she has survived for years alone in the marsh that she calls home, finding friends in the gulls and lessons in the sand. Then the time comes when she yearns to be loved, when two men from town become intrigued by a wild beauty. Kaya opens herself to a new life until the unthinkable happens. It really, the beauty in the writing, it's based in sort of marshland, swampland, and it's got a little map in the front of the book. And I love books that have maps in them. I'm quite intrigued by maps. And she is, I won't spoil the story for you, but her mother leaves home and she's about, I think she's about seven. And then her siblings leave. The dad's quite violent, and I think that's what causes the mum to leave in the end. And her siblings leave, and then eventually her dad leaves, and she's about 7 by this time, and she's on her own in this marshland, and she has to survive, and she does. And I think, the loneliness, it really resonates at the moment, and it is, as I say, beautifully written, and it is a lovely story. It's heart-wrenching at times when you think of this poor child, and as she grows, into a woman. But yeah, certainly put that on your book list. Recommend that. And then, so I've gone from that to this, and this is called Gutsy Women, the Book of Gutsy Women. It's by Hilary and Chelsea Clinton. Those two. And this is the story of women around the world that the people that have had sort of hard jobs, they might not necessarily have been leaders, they might have been activists, and people that they think have been really prominent for women and women's rights and women's voices to be heard. I was in the car coming home and I'd heard her being interviewed by Steve Wright. And I think she is quite a good orator, I think. We watched the documentary series earlier in the year, which we thoroughly enjoyed, and we don't know much about American politics. We didn't know much about her, so I'll be intrigued to see what that's like. And I've only read just a few pages, and I was really tired last night, but it kept me turning the pages, only about 3 or 4 pages. So I think that would be a good read. I read Michelle Obama, her book. That was, I think, the first one after Christmas. I got it for Christmas. Very, very good book. And we're kind of listening to it on audio. She has absolutely beautiful voice. One of those voices you really want to listen to. So yeah, a couple of book recommendations. So I'm going to do my ironing now. Watch a couple of podcasts. So who am I watching? Who have I watched today? I've watched Lindsay from Stitch Create Love. I'm just so enjoying seeing little Eloise get involved in little ways. Jeanette from Craft House Magic, and seeing her. I had a cup of tea with her this morning, and Lindsay, and Dawn. So all 4. So that was nice to start off. So I've just put Paul on from Stitch by Mrs. D. So I'm going to catch up with her and do the ironing. And I think Mr. Jack is going to prepare dinner. So I'm hoping to show you some of that as well. We're having something different tonight. We're having chicken. Is it chicken and mushroom wraps parcels? It's in like phyllo pastry. So you make all the stuffing with all the ingredients, and then you put it in the phyllo pastry and roll it. So it's like I just made it be like a giant spring roll. So we're going to have that for our dinner tonight. So that's a Tom Kerridge recipe. So hopefully I can get a photograph. I might put in like a picture of our dinner last night. We had a paneer and spinach curry, vegetarian. Oh, that was lovely, really nice. I wouldn't say it was the most photogenic dish. And we had, I think, saffron rice to go with that. And then the night before, I'm just trying to think what we had the night before. And I was surprised looking at the 2 photographs how similar they are. But yes, so I've just got to remember I'm on a detox week this week. So I'm not allowed a cup of tea. I can have as much herbal and water as I want. No carbs, or at least cut the carbs down. So I started Monday, did really well, really well. Tuesday, I did really well until I went to get my nails done, and then I needed to have something to eat because I don't think I'd had any breakfast. So I did need to have something to eat. So I just went into Baker's and got an egg roll. And then I bought an Eccles cake for each of us to come home, which when I go to get my nails done, that's one I normally bring a treat home for Mr. Jack, and I have one as well. And then I come home and I realised I'd forgotten to be on the detox. So I just had my cup of tea and brought a cup of tea and an Eccles cake. So I didn't do very well yesterday. So yes. So I will say goodbye and I'll come back on later. I want to show you my socks, so I'll come on short for a short period of time. So I'll go on with my ironing now. Okay, bye. So, back again, done the ironing. I'm just laughing because I filmed a bit of footage of my husband and I cooking together. It was a little bit like the Generation game. For any of you who are watching, you can remember. You know when you have these, somebody shows you how to do something and then you have to try and replicate that. So we're having a recipe from this book tonight, Tom Kerridge's book. And it's the chicken and mushroom phyllo crunch. It's called it's like a big sort of spring roll, but it's one of these. It's low fat. It's baked in the oven rather than deep fried. So that was quite interesting. Yeah, it's a recipe for 6. So we've cut it in half. So we've got 3. So I'll have one. My husband, I'll have 2, and mine doesn't look anything like his. So I was laughing, but he was very good. He showed me what to do. It's when you work a phyllo, it's really light. You have to work really quickly, and to lift it, it's like near impossible. So I thought I'd come on and just show you the progress on my socks. So I was saying yesterday, you know when you do sock knitting, how do you start yours? Are you a cuff down knitter, or do you prefer the toe up, or do you do both? Just depends. Are you magic loop or DPNs? I've learned to do magic loop on using Lindsay's sock pattern, which was really intuitive. So I was able to do that. I wanted to do it for ages. So I've just cast on a vanilla sock and on DPNs and cuff down because I can just knit these quicker. So don't be surprised. I've mobile cuff. So I got that done. So I tend to, if I'm going to do a different colour cuff, I'll start off with my first one, get to the heel and use that colour, and then I'll go back and so I'll start that. That's my second sock started. Can't get my words out. That's my second sock started. So I'll when I finish that sock, I can just get on with this straight away rather than fiddling about with that. I think sometimes you just feel that you make them a bit quicker, and then this is where I've got to. So I'm just turning the heel on the sock, and I always think this is quite the magic bit, isn't it? Where you do the flap and then you do the heel turn, and you can see it coming together. But they are going to be absolutely beautiful, and I'm really looking forward to wearing these. So yeah, they're really lovely. So I'll definitely be buying some more of that yarn, which leads me very nicely onto something I want to share with you. Oh, I thought it was in shot. So my lovely friend Lindsay from Stitch Create Love has introduced me to this yarn dyer, and she's lovely. So it's Blue Fern Yarns. So there she is. And she evidently started dyeing. I think. Let me get a fact straight. Don't think she had started. I think yarn dyeing is fairly new to her. This is in lockdown, and she taught herself to knit as well in lockdown. And she's just finished the latest Simon West's shawl, and she's got a podcast, which is lovely. And her yarn is it is beautiful. So Lindsay and I did a swap. She'd made a really lovely project bag, and she said to that she wouldn't mind doing a swap with somebody for something. So she wanted some yarn. So I just said, well, you tell me what you want, and I'll just order it. Go on, keep all mine. I haven't got very much, but I also what I have might not be what Lindsay wanted. So we did a swap. So I just sent it straight to Lindsay's house. I didn't see, but when I went on the website, it was just beautiful. So I've ordered this one, which is called that purple and grey one. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? That's really, really lovely. Really lovely. And then this one, which is called Wisteria. I think that's one of the ones that was on Lindsay's list, and I've chosen it for Lindsay, and it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Really lovely. And this is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. It's the platinum sock yarn, 4-ply, and it's 425 meters per 100 gram. So is really worth checking out, and she's very, very reasonable. So I was more than happy to support her and give her some business. So what else? Oh yes, my right, let me just stop the camera a minute. Yes, my daily gratitude for today is fulfillment and joy and the effect that it has on you. I've been thinking back to yesterday, and I was probably too giddy for words, but that did mean the power of good. You know, seeing my daughter, having a bit of time with her, getting my hair done lovely, and seeing the girl that does my hair, and hearing all her news about what she's been up to and wedding plans and everything. Hence why I didn't do much knitting, because we were just busy chatting. She used to originally be a friend of my daughter's. She still is. So I've known her for a long, long time, and it was really lovely. Yeah, just to catch up on how important it is to. I think I was like, I'm full up now. My tank of I don't know quite what you would call it, but I feel quite fulfilled. I've been out and I've seen a couple of people, caught up with them, and just the joy of being with them and having that memory now, and that will do me for a while. I don't know how long we're going to be in tier 3 for, but yeah, no, it was lovely. So yeah, my Christmas present would be that I would like, if I could choose something, would be to have a cup of tea with my daughter. And if anybody knows my daughter, that is not a mean feat, because she can drink the tap dry. She loves a cup of tea. Oh, sorry, all throaty then. So I think that's going to be it for tonight. I'll hopefully keep it short. So I hope you enjoy the footage of my husband and I cooking together. He's just chopping a salad. I find that boring. Love a nice salad, especially if it's made for me. But yeah, I think you just get when you do everyday cooking for so long. I think the joys of that just goes out the window. But the kids left years ago. Yeah. So have a good evening, and I hope that you enjoy this vlog. So if you do, I'd love it if you liked it, and if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, and that'll just encourage me to keep going. Leave me a comment. I've left you some questions the last 3 days. Yes, I need some advice on my plants, advice on your socks, and oh, there's the dogs. They always have a chew while we have our dinner. And yeah, if you like me, recommend me to a friend. I love it when somebody says to me, oh, have you seen such and such? I've just been watching a bit of Mrs. D, Stitched by Mrs. D, sorry, upstairs. So I think I might do Sharon from SCR1TNO, got it right? And I look forward to seeing you soon. So have a good evening. Hope it's nice and relaxed and chilled. I'll see you soon.